Hello and welcome to the House of Valentina. I'm Valentina and today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the absolute best organizational finds that are out there on Amazon. I am telling you, the things that I've got to share with you today are so exciting. You're going to absolutely love every single one of them. I have everything from electronic hacks to drawer organization to pantry, and you name it. We are going to get our homes organized, and these little things are going to revolutionize your home and your life, because I always say that when your home is organized and when you create these systems for yourself, not only does it help your home to feel more elevated, more sophisticated, and more expensive, it also adds a huge amount of quality of life back into your life. So I hope that sounds like a ton of fun to you, something you're even half as excited about as I am, because clearly I get really pumped about organization and I love this. So I hope you hit subscribe, stick around a bit, check out some of our organizational playlist if you want more, and otherwise let's jump into this incredible organizational video. I'm in heaven. Yes, okay, let's do it. Let's start off today with one of my absolute favorite finds. I absolutely love these little power outlets. So what you can do is you can plug them into your wall. And what is so cool about them is not only do they give you lots of options for being able to plug in multiple items, but they rotate. And that is amazing because you can have these sitting behind a picture. You can have them sitting behind your desk. You can have them sitting in any outlet, and it now gives you options to be able to rotate that outlet and have the cords going out to the side instead of out of the front. You're gonna be able to plug lots of things into this, and you're going to be able to hide this maybe with a picture or a frame or some cutting boards, and it's way easier than having the cords sticking out the front, because that takes up a lot more space than what it does when they're coming out of the side. Now these come in black and they come in white. You can also have the option of having the USB on the top. So overall, this is probably one of my favorite finds. I absolutely love these. I've got these in several areas of my home already, and I know that you're going to absolutely love these. Now, moving right along. Next up, let's talk about storage. One of my favorite things to do is to store things and to decant. I think that this is one of the prettiest ways to make a huge impact in a lot of different rooms of your house. So let's start out with these glass jars that have these gorgeous wood lids. I put these into my kitchen because I love to store my oats, or right here I have some muesli cereal. I think that if you can display everyday items on your counter and they can be beautiful but also functional because they're quick and easy to grab, that is the best. You could use these in your pantry, you can use them on your open shelving, you could also even use them in the bathroom or even in your laundry room. You could have the little Tide Pods, or I use the Myers ones myself. It's nice to have a little glass storage where you can put the little laundry pods in. So there's so many different ways that you can use these. The other thing that's really cool about these is that they are vacuum sealed, so they will keep everything inside of them fresh. My next item are these beautiful glass jars. I am just dying over this set. Now I'm gonna get some bath salts for this one because these two are loaded up with cotton swabs and the little cotton pads, and I just absolutely love this little trio set. I think that these are so cute and so fun. They're so modern, and yet there's just this little cork on the top like that just makes them adorable and yet very sophisticated and chic. They're also very practical because, again, you can hide your practical everyday items out in plain sight, and they're just fun. This is just a fun way of displaying your everyday items. And I think I'm gonna get some bath salts for this big one. Don't you think that'd be really fun sitting by the bathtub? You could use these in the kitchen. These are not vacuum sealed, so you wouldn't want to put anything in here that you would need to have that tight seal on. That's the only thing to keep in mind on these. But otherwise, I'm in love. My next favorite item is this bamboo organizer for your drawers. These are one of my favorite things that I've ever owned in my entire life, and I am not joking. They make your drawers, when you open them, you get that, I talk about that all the time, the moment when you open your drawers. This is what you need inside of your drawers. Now, There are a lot of bamboo drawer organizers out there, but this one has one magical little feature, and that is that it expands. So you may not have a standard drawer size. And even if you do, I find that a lot of times it's difficult to find one that would actually fit the drawer just perfectly. So this way you can utilize every single inch of your drawers and have plenty of space to store everything you need. You could also use these in your bathroom. You could use these to store your jewelry. There's so many uses for these. You can even use these in your desk drawer. While we're talking about the kitchen, let's talk about one of my absolute favorite items ever. Did I just say that? I think I just did. Well, you're gonna love these as well because these are little spice jars. And again, just like with the glass containers, when you decant something, you immediately give it an elevated look. I think it also makes it more practical because this set comes with, look at this. You can get one of these big sets with all of these in it. So you can organize all of your spices and have a place for all of them. This also comes with a little funnel so you can very easily make sure that all of your spices actually get into the jar. Hey guys, I had to break in for just a second because I am putting all of my spice jars together. These are literally the perfect size and I can fit at least double the amount that I had in here before. The other cool thing about these is that not only do they come with the lids, if you wanna do them the way that I am, where you slide them out from your drawer and you want them labeled on top, they come like this and they come with extras for something else that you might not have. Although I cannot imagine what spice. Maybe like Ras Lahanout. I don't know if that one's in here. That's a Moroccan one that we used to use. Nope, even that's in here. Ras Lahanout is even in here. Can you see that? That is that is the most Moroccan spice there is. And even that's in here. So I feel like you're gonna have a hard time trying to find a spice that you'll need extras that are blank for, but they are in here. The other cool thing though is that if you have one of those slide out spice racks, then you might want instead to label the sides rather than the top. And these come like clear little labels. And they seriously have every single spice from adobe to apple pie spice to arrowroot starch, domestic basil. Like they are so detail oriented. These are awesome. I don't like storing fruit in plastic bags like this. I just don't think it's very pretty. It doesn't look very nice. Maybe it's practical if you're sending them to school with a kid, but it's not really that aesthetic. I really like the refrigerator to look very clean and chic. And so in the past, I've been using these glass containers. But what I've realized is that a lot of times the fruit is going bad in these because they're not, oh yeah, and they've gotten moldy. So there you go. They're not getting the air around them that they need. And a lot of times everything on the bottom is getting kind of squishy. They're going bad really fast. So I've ordered an entire set of these little containers that have a little colander inside. So next time when I go to store my berries, unfortunately, these are not gonna be salvageable for me this time, which is really a shame because berries are very expensive. But going forward, even if I'm doing school lunches, I can very easily rinse these off in the colander that comes with this. Give it a good shake before I put it down in here, and then they now have all this air around them to keep them fresher. So I'm very excited about this discovery. I love the fact that they seal really easily and they're gonna look really great all stacked really nicely. I feel like everyone probably has this and I'm probably the last person on board for this, but it's kind of changed the game for me, okay? I just think these are amazing. These are the little can holders you can put in your refrigerator, or if you are like me and are just weird and do not like cold beverages, you can also put these in your pantry, which is what I've done. These are great because they give you plenty of storage space for your cans, whether you are a Diet Dr. Pepper fanatic or if you want to have maybe some bubbly waters or something like that. They really not only make it very pretty, very aesthetic, but it's also really practical because as you take one, then they kind of shift down. So you're not wondering what's in the back of the box, and the boxes just never look very nice. This is way better. And for a long time I stored them upright and I could never get as many in to the pantry as I really wanted. So now this has made it to where I can stack higher and have a lot more storage. So I love these. I actually have a ton of these clear boxes because you can use them for a million different things in your pantry. These store all the kids' snacks in one of my drawers, and in this drawer it's holding all of the kids' Propel that they like to have for their sports. And it's nice because for the unopened box, I've got that kind of sitting back here, and then I've got a little container in here that's really kind of corralling all those guys down at the bottom. These really make the entire beverage experience just a whole lot more fun and way more aesthetically pleasing. Next up, let's talk about closet organization and just general organization throughout your house, because these little canvas boxes will change your life. I love to use these boxes in the basement for long-term storage. I love to use them in the closet for non-seasonal items. I love to use them in the living room to store toys or extra books. There are so many uses for these canvas boxes. It's outrageous. This is just, you should just have these. And what I love about these is they do come in several colors and they come in multiple sizes. So you may want to store in this one, maybe during the summer, it'll be socks and gloves. And then in the winter, maybe you could have your gloves stored in this in your main home. This has one of my favorite features, and that is the fact that it has handles on both sides. And I know that seems like such a small thing, but when you're reaching for them and you're trying to carry them across the room, maybe you grabbed it out of your closet and you're trying to set it down on your bed, it really is nice that it has the handles on both sides. Now, as you can see with the bigger one, what I've done with it is that I have put my sweaters in here, and they all look so tidy and neat, and it's so aesthetic, and it's just joy to be able to open these up and be able to grab my sweaters out of them. It's also a great way to store them over the winter, is to have them in a canvas box like this where they're able to really breathe really nicely. A lot of times if you're storing in plastic, it can get a weird smell to it, and it's not really the best for your natural fibers. So I like to store them like this, and now that I've got a whole set, I'm gonna be organizing over the next couple days and taking over the whole house with canvas boxes, because these are awesome and I got a huge set. While we're chatting about baskets and storage, I want to show you this set of 3, which is completely awesome. I absolutely love how these nest inside of each other. So if you aren't using them all, you can easily store them inside of each other. You can also take them out, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Look at that beautiful little black wicker design on them with the wood handle. These are stunning. They've got the little pretty cutout on them. They're just a beautiful basket. They're beautiful. I've used these so many times on my clients' bookshelves. I use them in their kids' rooms. They're great for storing toys. They're great for storing pet supplies. You can use them in plain sight on shelving, but you can also use them inside your cabinets. I've got a couple items for the bathroom that are gonna really change your life. First of all, these little acrylic boxes are life altering. I love the fact that they stack because you can get so much more in them. If all you have is one of these sitting in your drawer, you're only gonna be able to use so much of the depth of your drawers. But if they stack, you've got a place to store your face wash, you've got a place to store your makeup. You may have more makeup like I do, maybe some hair clips. You may also be storing combs and brushes and toothpaste and other kinds of items. You can also store inside of here all of your nail polishes, all flat packed like this, and easy to look down immediately and see all of the colors. So I think that these are just absolutely life altering. You could use them stacked as 3, you could use them stacked as 2, you could even just use them as a single layer in your desk or in your kitchen. These are just so multi-purpose. They really will change your drawers, and I think that they really help you to be able to get ready really fast and to be able to have just that sort of easy, clean, everything's got a place, it just goes right back in its spot. These are definitely one of my best finds. Oh, I just said that, my I know, there's so many good finds, aren't there? What I noticed is that in my boys' bathroom, they have soaps and shampoos all over the tub area, and they just don't have enough storage. We haven't renovated their bathroom, so they don't have the little soap niche, little shampoo shelf that's built in. Some of us have it and some of us don't. Even I think that maybe I should have made my shampoo niche just a little bit bigger. So that's where these shelves come in. And what makes them so cool is that, first of all, they are very, very pretty. And especially when you fill them with these beautiful bottles. These are from Way. Even if you don't want to keep buying this brand, I think it's great to buy something pretty like this and then refill them. But about the shelf, you can store all of your stuff on it. It comes with these little hooks that you can add the little loofah sponge to, or if you like to use a different kind of sponge, you can attach it or a washcloth. But on the back, the best part is that on the back, it comes with this little sticky area, and you also get a glue that glues them to the tile. So all the reviews said that they come off very, very easily, and everyone's given this a 5-star review. They do come with anchors and screws if you want to screw them in, but I'm definitely going to just be gluing these to my boys' shower, and it's going to help them so much because you can see this fits so much on it. Look at all that's left here. There's tons of room left to put face soap and a bar soap and anything else that they kind of want on here. So I was thinking about maybe even adding these to my own, but a set of 2 is really affordable, and I mean, how cool is that? The next item that I want to show you are these wood hangers. I absolutely love having black wood hangers. I've ordered them in massive sets from Amazon, and they're really, really pretty, and they're really, really cool, and I really like having them in my own closet. I like having them in the coat closet. I think they're just really pretty. The problem with these is that they take up a lot of space. So what I've bought more recently are these little slimline hangers. And if you don't own these already, they're gonna change your closet completely. They are amazing. You can take something that normally takes up that much space and immediately give yourself a ton more room in your closet. So in my kids' closets, where things were really, really tight, I've switched out all of their hangers to these slimline ones, and it almost doubled the amount that we could store in their closets. Got another good one down here hiding. Oh, these are so good. My sister was over here just the other day. She was eyeing these baskets and she was like, "Where did you get that?" And I was like, wait for it. Amazon. I adore these baskets. These are this gorgeous, they've got this roping design on them. They've got these beautiful leather handles with the little brass little grommets on them, and they are ready to store some stuff. And I think I've already said it a couple times in this video. If you can hide your everyday items in plain sight and turn them into decor, then they really do double duty in your home, because not only are you storing something that you really need to use, you're also creating decor. And that's what I love about these baskets. They really are beautiful. They look amazing. They come in more than one color, and you can stuff these full of blankets. You can stuff them with extra pillows, and they just look amazing sitting around your home. You can also use these to store toys, whether you have a pet or you have children. It really doesn't matter. There's just so many different uses for these, but they really just look great. They really just look so beautiful sitting out, and I think anything that can help you organize and give you something that's beautiful to look at, I'm gonna take that every day. I'm just weird, and maybe this is just me, but I'm guessing it's probably not. I don't really like the smell of dog food. So I really wanted to find something that could do a couple things for me. I wanted something that would keep the dog food, first of all, stored away, so I wouldn't smell dog food when I walked into the room where the dog food is stored. The other thing that I wanted to do was, I thought it'd be really nice to have the ability to feed the dog when we maybe weren't home, or to make it easier to remember how much food he's getting and to have portion control and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's where this amazing little pet feeder comes in, because not only does it organize the space and organize things in the room by being aesthetically pleasing and keeping all the dog food sealed. It also comes with this amazing app. And what you can do with it is you can have meal plans, you can have a feed record, you can also decide that you want to feed your dog and just hit feed. Yes, it's happening. It's totally happening. It literally feeds your dog. You can also use this for cat food as well. And Louie's gonna be like, ah, yay, it's time to eat. I have totally saved the best for last because this is an organizational item for those of you who love decor as much as I do. As I've said, I love to store in plain sight. And this little tray, well, actually everything on the tray as well, is from Amazon. And the cool thing about this tray is that it's got the little handles, so I can lift this up right off of the coffee table. I can use it on a dresser, I can use it on a bedside table. These trays are my favorite Amazon find, quite possibly ever. And that's saying a lot because there were a lot of competition in this video alone. There were some really great items. But this one in particular really helps to corral items on the coffee table. I hide a lot of times at my clients' homes. I can't even tell you how many times I've used these trays. They're just on I put these on a subscription plan. Just send one every month because I know I'm gonna use it in my house or my clients, because you can even hide the little remote. A lot of times I'll just have it kind of tucked down here in the side. And when you walk into the room, you don't immediately see a bunch of stuff everywhere. So it really corrals your decor. It makes everything that you put on it look more elevated. And that's what I think is so great about it. These are just inexpensive vases and candles that also came from Amazon. I've even got a beautiful decor book sitting right here. And now all I need to do is just sit with my coffee and have a great time. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you have found just some inspiration in some of these items. Maybe you found something that you do want to pop into your cart. I'll make sure to leave all the links down below in the description. You can also shop our Amazon storefront, which is loaded with organizational items and all kinds of decor items, because as you probably figured out, we kind of like all the stuff that makes your home beautiful and makes it the kind of space that you're excited to go home to every single day. So thank you so much for stopping by. We hope you'll hit subscribe, hang out a bit. Don't forget, check out that organizational playlist, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.